Woe Is Me dropped their new album Daybreak. This album is really, really solid. It's, we had an interview with Michael, and it'll be out in due time. But one thing that we spoke about is the influences on the record, and how there's a little bit more country southern influence found on the album, and we hadn't heard the record going into the interview, so I was like,
what are you talking about?
Is it gonna get even more twangy than like the one single that we had heard that was basically like a country rock song, and then the other single we had heard that had some southern-ish influence in it? Like, is it gonna get
already twang?
Is it is it gonna get any crazier than the little bit of twang that we've kind of heard scattered throughout the singles? And it really doesn't, which I really appreciate.
You scared me for a second when you said that. You could see my heart kind of drop, because I was like, "Fuck!" I was excited for this shit. Don't play with me, Michael.
Yeah, and listen, I can understand people being like, "What the fuck happened to my band? Why are they putting twang in their metalcore?" Whatever, I can understand that, but I think that this is the perfect take on a modern version of Woe Is Me. The band is not the same age that they were when the band broke up 10 years ago. They are 10 years older than they are now, so they're obviously going to make music that resonates with them at their age now versus what they were doing 10 years ago. If they were doing what they were doing 10 years ago, it's possible that people would be laughing at them because it would age poorly, because it would be like, why is this band trying to do something from 10 years ago?
What's going on?
This isn't 2015 anymore. Come on, guys.
Damn.
There would be no winning. So I can appreciate them just kind of going for what a modern take on Woe Is Me is, and I think it's really solid. The couple of singles that we had heard that were standalone kind of leaned into a little bit more of like very much just what modern metalcore sounds like entirely, and was kind of them finding their footing and where they wanted to go, I think. And with this record and now getting to hear it in full, I think they found their footing, and they found what they want the band to sound like in its current form, which is dope. The way it opens, the opener is just kind of like sets the tone. It eases you in to get blasted right after that by Here's to Me, A Story to Tell Part 2. Semolina Boulevard is absolutely bonkers. Really, like the middle half of the album is just like fuck you after fuck you after fuck you after fuck you, just keeps punching you in the face, which I can appreciate. I like Hell House. I like FU2 then. Devil in My Mind is absolutely insane. Sick Joke is bonkers. Like there's so many incredible tracks off this record. I really dig it. Yeah, there's a little bit of twang on here, but it really kind of stops at the couple of singles that we heard. So the singles kind of covered the gambit, but honestly didn't show. The one thing the singles didn't showcase is how heavy this record can get at certain points. So there's a little bit of a surprise there for you. If you haven't listened to the record yet, you've heard some of the singles. Trust us, it gets heavier, and it doesn't get much more twangy country southern than it did on those singles that you may or may not have heard. I'm pleasantly surprised by this record, way more than I thought I was going to be, honestly.
Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed this record as well. The chat we had with Michael was incredible as per usual. I think that was like the third time we've spoken to him, which is really cool. I really enjoyed this record a lot because of the amount of, ear candy sonic shift that there is with this record. It covers so many areas in the alternative scene. You have kind of like the octane core. You have a couple of tracks that are a bit poppier. You have the twang mixed with the metal, and then you have just the sheer ass kickers, the beaters that are just insane. Just littered throughout the record. Of course, you have a couple slower tracks. I think Bedtime Stories is like halfway through the record, and it's like the slowest track on the record. So that's always a little off-putting for me personally, because I just don't like it when artists and bands put the slowest track dead center in the middle, but it's either that or towards the end of the record, and then it's like, why are we ending the record on a so for me, there's like no winning. Let's just not put out slow songs. That's my solution to that, to everyone ever, not just woes me. Um, Even bedtime stories though I did enjoy, even though it is the slowest track on the record. Um, no, I think that this is a incredible welcome back. I think this is a great return to Woe Is Me. Um, I really have no notes. My personal favorite is I really liked Here's to Me, A Story to Tell Part 2, which is the second track. Technically, it's technically the first official song off the record. I did like FU2 as well. Devil in My Mind is also It Fucks. And then I did like the closer as well. I fucking love the opener, the closer.
Mhm.
Shit fucks. Good job, guys. Um, I think it's an incredible record. And I think if you have not checked it out already because of preconceived opinions or just feelings about the band returning, put that shit away. You're holding yourself back from finding something new and something incredible. So, old music's still there. Check out the new music. See if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure there's something for everyone on this record. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Agreed.